I think we're there. I think we're all muted. So good morning, everybody, and welcome to this week's Jet2holidays virtual knowledge session. I'm Michelle, and alongside me today, I've got the lovely Freya, and we're joined by Peter from the Malta Tourism Authority. So welcome, Peter. You'll have the opportunity to win a Malta Tourism Authority goodie bag later on in today's session. So make sure you're listening. Keep an eye out for some key points that Peter's going to give to you later on. I also just want to thank everybody that joins us consistently every week, in and out. And if you're enjoying these sessions, then please be sure to tell your travel agent friends to join us, as we love putting them together for you. If you're new to the session, thanks so much for popping along today, and we hope that this becomes a regular update for you each week. So let's get started. I'm going to hand you over to Freya, and she's going to carry on with today's session.
Thank you very much, Michelle. So welcome everybody, like Michelle said. As you all know here, we all love a chance of winning a competition, don't we? So who's been following our amazing Celebrity Come Book With Me competition over the last couple of months? So far, we've had 10 winners, and the feedback from our winning agents has been incredible. The individual videos from our celebrities has not only increased social media, but also created new customers to book with their winning agents. We only have 3 weeks, guys, 3 weeks left remaining. So make sure every week you are following the Jet2holidays Partners to Success channel and entering this amazing competition. There is no limit to each agent entering. The more you enter, the more chance that you have of winning. Jake, Sunita and Chico have brought a breath of fresh air and positivity definitely over these last few months.
Yeah.
So last week, Jet2 City Breaks launched Christmas markets for winter 21-22, giving your customers 8 festive destinations to choose from. So let's tell you where the enchanting breaks are on offer. So the routes are Belfast International to Prague, Birmingham to Berlin, East Midlands Copenhagen, Glasgow Budapest, Leeds Bradford services to Berlin and Cologne, and Newcastle departures to Berlin, Cologne and Copenhagen. Your customers will have definitely missed out on the opportunity to visit Europe's magical Christmas market destinations last year. We're really excited about the return of the programme, and we know customers will be equally excited to see the Christmas markets well and truly back. I know us guys here are definitely excited.
Yeah.
So make sure you visit our award-winning Jet2holidays trade website to take a look at the availability and pricing. And you can share images to entice your customers via our social media by visiting the Jet2holidays Media Library. Jet2holidays are also the #1 tour operator for independent travel agents. Oh yeah, they have a trade team here to support you every step of the way to help you increase your business. They offer a huge host of destinations along with their award-winning customer service. Owning our own airline, Jet2.com, it's also allowed us to be very reactive to current demand and add in extra capacity just this week for several destinations in the September and October months. I'll hand over to you, Michelle.
Thanks, Freya. So before we hand over to Peter, let's highlight a few things about Jet2holidays and Malta. So we thought we'd go through a few of the top selling properties at Jet2holidays, and the first one is new to Jet2holidays for summer 21 is the Bora Bora Ibiza Hotel in Malta, and it's part of our Vibe collection. 3 words: open air stage. This, my friends, is where all the fun is at. So say hello to our Vibe property with a pool arena, a luxe club and a secret room at this party hotspot. You get a wristband that gives you access to all the hotel's best bits, and it's an adult only stay in the St Paul's Bay area. Only 250 metres from the resort centre, and approximate transfer time from the airport is 50 minutes. So let's take a look at some of the other top selling properties. So all about location, the Radisson Blue occupies a stunning waterfront position overlooking the Mediterranean Sea. It looks absolutely fantastic and I cannot wait to go, Freya. I don't know about you.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's a short stroll from the beach at St George's Bay and it's not far from the resort centre of St Julian's. So it's a stylish hotel. It offers 3 restaurants, there's 2 bars and it's a perfect place to sip on a refreshing cocktail. It's a great spot for both couples and families probably with older kids who are seeking a bit of relaxation. So it's good choice.
Selling that one to me.
Yeah. So next up we have the bright and modern DBC Bank Resort and Spa, and it's located a stone's throw away from the crystal blue waters of the Mediterranean Sea. It's a bit of a theme with the hotels in Malta that it's not far from the seafront, with a wide range of activities for families. You've got the children's pool, on-site bowling alley, and adults can just soak up the sun and chill out and enjoy that big lagoon style pool. There's an all-inclusive package which includes the option to eat at 5 themed buffet restaurants at this hotel as well. So on to the final hotel. So this is the DB San Antonio Hotel and Spa in St Paul's Bay. So it's a great hotel in a brilliant location right in the heart of St Paul's Bay. Again, only a stone's throw away from the beach. It sort of combines modern traditional influences and it's luxuriously warm and welcoming inside. So we've thrown in a choice of dining options, a relaxing pool, an indulgent Moroccan spa, which sounds like heaven to me, and you'll find the ideal choice to wine and dine and recline on your Maltese holiday. So going on from that, we wanted to give you an idea of the frequency of our flights to Malta. So we have a frequent flying programme which offers Malta from 6 of our UK bases, and London Stansted will start their flying programme even, put my teeth back in summer 2022. So treat yourselves and your customers to a real package holiday to the beautiful island of Malta. And don't forget, we have a great selection of 2 to 5-star properties to choose from. So we're going to hand you over to Peter from the Malta Tourism Authority to take you through what I think is a stunning destination, and I'm sure you'll all agree after today. So remember, listen carefully as there's a great prize up for grabs at the end. Over to you, Peter.
Perfect. Thank you, Michelle and Freya, for that lovely introduction. So good morning, everyone. And obviously, thank you for taking the time to be here with us today. And obviously, a massive thank you to Jet2 for hosting this event. And I will be taking you through the Maltese archipelago and our islands. So the Republic of Malta, as it's officially known, consists of 3 islands. We've got the big island of Malta, the smaller island of Gozo, and the wee island of Camino. And together they make up the Maltese archipelago. And each island has its own identity and touristic offering. And there's a real sense of comfort here, as Malta was an ex-British colony. So wandering its streets, you'll still to this day find the red telephone boxes and post boxes that we're accustomed to. And one of the 2 official languages is English, meaning that gathering information for your customers or mixing with locals comes with a real sense of ease. And as we'll come to learn, there's a real unique history to the islands. It's expansive and dates back over 7,000 years. And Valletta was the 2018 European City of Culture, which drew record numbers to what is officially the sunniest capital city of Europe, boasting over 300 days of sunshine each year. And all this is just a short 3-hour flight from the UK. So the beaches, whilst Malta is not traditionally known as a beach destination, especially when you compare it to the likes of the Algarve or the Costas of Spain, the small country certainly holds its own with abundance of man-made bays, perched beaches and golden sands. And some of the top ones, we've got Melia Bay, which is the largest blue flag beach of Malta, next to the tranquil town of Melia, and some lovely family-friendly hotels nearby that are basically beachfront. We've also got the Blue Lagoon, which is one of the most visited beaches and swimming points of the island. And it can get incredibly busy during the summer months. So your pro tip for your customer would be to get one of the first boats out to it in the morning to ensure a peaceful morning amongst the crystal clear emerald waters that are there. And I just want to take you quickly through some of the resorts that are here. So we've got Valletta, as I say, it's the capital of the island of the country. It's only 0.6 square kilometers, but this tiny city claims over 320 attractions for your customers. That's over 320 for them to peruse, explore, and marvel upon. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and boasts stunning Baroque architecture, neoclassical and modern blends, which creates this really unique melting pot of styles. So you can meander its streets through its quintessential Mediterranean Mediterranean cafe culture, sample local street food from the wide variety of vendors, or even dine in some exquisite Michelin star restaurants. And for those looking to stay right in the heart of the action, we can definitely recommend the Phoenicia Hotel, part of Jet2's Indulgent Escapes collection. It's located right outside the city gates, and it offers some spectacular views from the room balconies. It's a beautiful hotel with 7.5 acres of pristine gardens and a magnificent infinity pool. And it's got a real 1920s Art Nouveau style to it as well. We've also got Sliema and St. Julian's, where you can relax on the man-made beach of Baluta Bay or walk amongst the seafront promenade, which we can see in the picture here. And Sliema as well, with its gracious townhouses, is a little bit quieter than St. Julian's, perfect for those that want to be close to the action, but still like a slower pace of life. And a wonderful hotel to recommend to your customers here is the West Inn Dragonara. It's part of Jet2's Luxe collection, and it's got a large marble-floored grand lobby, which gives way to a dual-winged kind of hotel area with various room options, including larger family rooms, and boasts a beautiful pool area that overlooks St. George's Bay. And it's only a short walk from the beach of the same bay there as well. And as we move further up the north of the island, we've got Bujaba and Aura. This once secluded fishing village has grown into one of the most popular tourist resorts of the island. It's got a palm tree-lined civic square full of numerous bars and restaurants, and dining will never be an issue here. And there's certainly something for everyone, including the families, where if they want something even as simple as a McDonald's, you can find it all here. And 2 hotels on offer here, which have already been discussed, we've got the DB San Antonio, but we've also got the Dolmen Hotel. So for those bed and breakfast and half board customers, you can definitely recommend the Dolmen. It's a wonderful 4-star property that offers amazing views out over the north of the island, 3 pools, it's got an on-site Neolithic ruin, and also a wonderful beachfront bar. And the DB San Antonio, again, as already mentioned, it's a wonderful 4-star property with an on-site pirate-themed splash park and an expansive array of dining options, including a rooftop sushi bar, and it's right in the heart of the resort. And a little bit further up, we've got Melia in the north of the island. For those customers that prefer a quieter way of life with a beach close by for those down days, it is a perfect base to explore the rest of the island. It really is a popular choice for the families, and an easy option to recommend for your customers is the marvelous DBC Bank, as Michelle already spoke about, right across from Melia Bay, which we've seen as one of the largest blue flag beaches. It's got a jungle themed buffet restaurant with a kids soft play area. It's got a wonderful bistro grill with views out over the beach, and it's an AI hotel as well, which offers larger family rooms and interconnecting rooms, as well as plenty of outdoor space. And as we move on to the island of Gozo, as we can see, people say that going back to Gozo is like stepping back in time before tourism really came to the islands. So you've got lush green landscapes, home to beautiful undiscovered gems, from the capital of the island, Victoria, through to the citadel and its rich historical heritage. And definitely one of the best sites is the Neolithic ruins of the Gigantia temples, which are some of the oldest freestanding stone structures in the world, and are actually about 1,000 years older than the Great Pyramids of Giza. So who Malta is great for? I just wanted to quickly touch on this because this is how we see it going forward into 2021 and 2022. So you've got 3 different types of customers, but these aren't definitive, and certainly your customers might blend across one of these 3 different categories. So we've got the sun and culture lovers who are digitally savvy. They might Instagram their beach days or check in at the main sites, and the families would soak up the sun throughout the year venturing out. We've also got the adventure seekers. Now, these are pretty self-explanatory. They're active, they want to get out, they want to enjoy the sights of the island through the numerous means of interaction, from the high adrenaline stuff to the low adrenaline stuff, who also love good food, probably to reinvigorate their mind and reinvigorate their muscles. And then we've also got the slow travelers. These are probably one of the most important in regards to a sustainable re-entry for tourists. Slow explorers will come to the destination. Their primary purpose is to immerse themselves in the local culture. And the key word there is immersion. They want to engage with the host population. They want to discover unique culinary options, and they really want to enjoy the sunshine and warmth. And when I say warmth, I don't just mean the temperature. I also mean the warmth and the hospitality of the locals. So I'm just going to take you through some of the activities that you can do on the island here. We'll come over scuba diving in a second, but you've got snorkeling, horseback riding, you've got boat tours, you've got the Rolling Geeks tours, which we can see in the middle picture there. My first ever trip that I went on, I nearly crashed one of those into a parked car, much to the delight of my my group leader. We've got walking tours, Segway tours. You've got the gardens of Valletta, including the upper and lower Baraka gardens. You've got your culture workshops such as cheese making, the vineyard tours, glass blowing. You've got the beautiful fishing town of Marshallock. And then you've got the history as well. So you've got your Gigantia temples, you've got your Tarxian temples, and you've got the museums. And I just want to show you a quick video here just to highlight some of the amazing activities that you can do while you're in Malta. Can't wait to go back. It looks beautiful. So I wouldn't be doing my job properly if I didn't talk to you about scuba diving. Now, scuba diving is probably one of the greatest activities to do while on holiday here. And it's not just a professional opinion, but a personal one at that. I learned to dive personally in Malta on one of my first holidays here, and having dived elsewhere in the world, it's still one of the best places that I've ever dived. To back this up, Malta is consistently voted the #1 dive site in Europe and the #2 dive site in the whole world. And there's over 100 dive sites, including the easy shallow reef diving to the more advanced cave and wreck diving, which you can see in the picture here, which induces fear into some people as well. But it includes World War II plane wrecks, sunken ships. And one of the key selling points surrounding diving in Malta is that generally the age for diving for children to undertake their PADI is 12, but actually in Malta, kids can start as young as 10. So from 10 years old, they can start doing that, which is beautiful. And moving into the types of events that we've got, all types of customers can throw themselves into the festivities of the island, immersing themselves in the local culture and mixing with the host population. So the Maltese are renowned for their hospitality, and what better way to experience that than taking part in some of the events. We've got Easter, a beautiful week-long celebration, which is a time for excellent food, including street processions, glitters in gold, brass bands and costume casts, and full of delightful delicacies. And we've also got the summer carnival as well, where you can dance the days and nights away and join in the carnival celebrations that happen here every August. And moving into some of the music events of the island, Malta is also one of the budding hotspots for the young and lively scene as well. So not only do the lively streets of Passaville that have a draw factor of the bars and nightclubs, but there's also a number of internationally renowned festivals. So we've got Annie Mac Presents Lost and Found, which is a stellar lineup of major international artists, all curated by Radio 1 DJ Annie Mac. Takes in unique locations around the island with pop-up stages and some of the best scenery, mixing house, electro, and electro pop. And this year's event has been moved to September, obviously, for the current reasons. We've also got the Isle of MTV. This one-day spectacle draws in crowds of nearly 50,000 people, and the party lasts all day and all night, backdropped by the beautiful Il Fossos Square. And what's the best thing about this event is it's actually free for the whole day. And previous acts have included Martin Garrix, Ava Max, Jason Derulo, and Paloma Faith, to name a few. So as previously mentioned by Michelle, if you've got that young and lively kind of crowd, absolutely recommend the Bora Bora Hotel to them. Located in St. Paul's Bay, you're literally, down the road from some of the bars and the restaurants and the clubs of that area around Bujaba, but also just up a 15-minute walk away up the beachfront promenade. You've got Cafe Del Mar, which is an iconic sort of beach lounge club that they've carried over from Ibiza to here, and it boasts beautiful sunset views right up to the north of the island. Moving into the food and drink of the island as well, you can really discover a beautiful gastronomic experience where Maltese dishes mix with a fusion of modern Mediterranean dishes. And one of the truly unique experiences is that of Maltese wine. Grown on the greenscapes of Gozo, there's a range of varieties from your Chardonnays to your Merlots, but also the indigenous varieties of Galuza and Gargantina. And due to the limited exportation, you can only get Maltese wine in Malta. So it is really unique for your customers to recommend that to them. They can take tours of local vineyards or obviously have a glass to accompany their evening meal. And some of the traditional meals that you might have include fennec, which we can see here. We've got boraibiza, we've got pastizzi. Every little town and village has a pastizzieri. That's how popular they are. And they're really, really beautiful pastries, either with ricotta or a pea filling. And we've got immerse, which is, you can see in the picture here, which is a deep fried date pastry with kind of like an icing sugar on top. It's a beautiful treat for at the end of the dinner. And we've also got your Michelin star restaurants. Now, Malta, you know, these are only came in the kind of past year. So you can really recommend these to your customers for a genuinely luxurious experience. So we've got the Mondion, which is found in Medina, one of the other cities of the island. It's an intimate, elegant restaurant boasting stunning views. But in Valletta, we've got Noni and Undergrain. Now, both of these are cellar restaurants where you go down into them. Noni, I've been lucky enough to eat in, and it is absolutely stunning. I would highly recommend it. And Undergrain is a bit quirkier because it celebrates its kind of like tailoring profession. So for example, the menu is actually made out of a sewing pattern. So it's something a little bit quirky and a little bit unique for the customers there. And I'm just going to finish up on that because as we've seen from this, and hopefully you've taken in quite a lot here, Malta is a beautiful, beautiful year-round destination, and don't just be afraid to sell it for the summer months. You can sell it for your shoulder seasons, your Aprils, your springs, your autumns, but also for your winter as well. And with the range of activities there is always something for someone to do while you're there. So thank you for your time today. Thank you for your patience and your attention, and I'm open to any questions.